Oh, forget. Oh, the Buck and Duke. Buck and
Yeah.
Duke. So tell us
Yep.
about that experience a little bit. And then you got your own label out of that too, right? Or no?
We kind of did. What we wound up doing is Duke, the guy I sang with, his real name's Derry Maddox. And
Okay.
he was a little bit older than me. Him and my older cousin, were really good friends. And like I said, I started singing and going out singing publicly when I was 14. And when I was 17, I started going out singing in nightclubs. We've already covered that. But my older cousin was in college, and his best friend from high school and college was a guy named Derry Maddox. And he was a songwriter too. He was a songwriter. And every time my cousin would come home, he'd come see my dad, and him and my dad would be in there playing guitar because that's what everybody did.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd say, "Man, let me play you a song my buddy Derry wrote." And he'd play this song. And I'm sitting there, listening because, my cousin David was, he was way up here in my eyes, He played guitar and sang, and he played football. Everything I wanted to do, he done, So I would listen, and then I would just keep hearing these songs. And he'd say, "Yeah, my buddy Derry wrote this." So I was playing guitar, and I thought, if he can write, maybe I can. And I went in and wrote my first song, trying to impress my cousin because he was so up on his friend, And so wrote that song, and it turned out, I started writing. And so me and his friend linked up and started trying to rap together. And my nickname in high school was Starbuck because my dad was Starbuck. He was a professional wrestler. He wrestled a lot with Ric Flair and Iron Anderson and all these guys, Road Warriors. My dad did.
That is so
he
cool.
Starbuck, and my whole life they would call me Little Starbuck. So we started writing together, and we would. His family has a farm down here where we're from, and we'd go out there with our guitars and sit around a bonfire. And when I tell you God's honest truth, they'd be sometimes 300 people show up in a cornfield just to listen to me and him play guitar.
Wow.
And listen to songs we wrote.